can you guys just go around and introduce yourselves and tell me a fun fact about you?
I don't know. I guess I used to play football undergrad. That was fun. Yeah. I don't know, man.
My name's Casey, and I was in the Navy about 5 years. Tell us a fun fact, boy.
Yeah, I'm still in undergrad. Here's a fun fact. Me and Ronnie had the same middle name, and we're both third. Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
Our side project's called Leroy the Third. Leroy.
So I know everyone hates this question, but please tell me how you met.
Yeah, I can So me and Trey went to the same high school. Trey graduated the year before I did. We played football together, high school and college for a while. And then marching band too. Yeah. Trey, me and Trey was real close in high school. Casey, I met. You know, random shows out here. I first saw Casey when they opened for was it that 4-year show?
Yeah, the one with the poster on your wall. Yeah, that joint.
Yeah. So he was playing with his old band, and that's when I met him. I didn't meet him that night. Brendan the same way. But yeah, you know.
But Ron is out without.
Oh yeah, I'm a talent A&R.
Like, yeah, I'm the A&R. Well,
no, what's crazy though? Like, now I'm thinking of more fun facts. The fun fact that Casey was in our music video before Casey.
Oh yeah, and I was in a music video before Brendan was.
That one. I wish Brendan was here to hear that one. He's heard it enough now. I remember, dude, somebody came up to us after the emo show. He's like, wait, that guy was in the music video. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, but Brendan wasn't in the music video. I'm like, yeah.
Okay, so what are you currently listening to?
Oh, you got yours ready, Ron? Yeah, I can do. Alright, so it's all over the place. Today alone, I've been listening to anything Jason Butler, like Fever or Let Live or Pressure Cracks, whatever. The Baby, my favorite rapper. 311's my favorite band. Rage Against the Machine. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of like skate punk stuff too, like Written Law and Suicide Man. It changes daily. Oh yeah. It might be different things multiple times a day. So yeah, I was gonna answer that just like for what I was into today. I can't. It's gonna be hard for me to figure it out. Oh, real up in a lot of Cartel. It was out this morning. Go Fall Out Boy, old stuff. But lately, these 2 more albums. I've been to a torture mind, crazy on it. I listen to that album at least once a day for the past week or so. Everything on it. Like, never heard this before. Hey, Cuddy always got good. Cuddy.
Yeah.
Already. We keep him out there. Yeah.
Doesn't listen to a lot of Bill Murray, Elvis, Burnway's today. Like, have your perfect facts, time evaluator. Try to keep it a little bit varied. And a little bit of country here and there when I'm package. I put weird shoot. Yes. Ah.
Hey man, I get down a little Billy Currington now and then.
That's what I'm talking about. I get those country harmonies. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. We add steel guitar, like those slides and everything.
Oh, dude, I have it in a lot of my other.
Real, bro.
Yeah. All the time. Oh, there's a slide right here. One of my slides.
I'm ready to go slash on it.
To this podcast called Streets Department. It's like this guy, he goes around Philadelphia and like talks to all these different artists and talks about different artworks and like murals and like I guess like immersive installation type things. So that's a pretty interesting podcast. Okay.
Yo, what was that one? Was it Tax Season?
Tax Season, that's hilarious, bro.
I haven't dived into that,
Tax Season is so
like, even though they're old, like, I don't think he'd be dropping new stuff, but like,
I think, yeah, I feel like Tax had like some legal troubles or something.
Yeah. But then, no, like Joe Rogan stuff too. Like, I'd be throwing that on whenever I stay up to date with stuff.
Yeah, I think I've managed American parts.
I feel like he really killing the game right now.
Oh yeah, I just think his the conversations he has.
Yeah, I think
sometimes he brings on some ridiculous ass people like Alex Jones and what's his name, Eddie Bravo.
Oh yeah, I didn't listen to that.
So, kind of leads to my next question, because you guys were talking about albums. What's your favorite album in your personal collection? And by personal collection, I mean you physically own it.
Ooh. Let me get my crate out.
I got mine sitting over here.
Oh,
mine.
Physically own. I guess I physically own Visions of Pandora's Final.
Yeah, there you go. Pull that joint out.
Oh.
There you go.
Nice.
That cover was meant for a record. So, like, we were gonna put that record out, and we only had one option. It was vinyl.
I might say Sublime self-titled. It's probably like one of those albums I just know like every year. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to make it.
Record I own. I'm gonna go with. It's crazy because like I've been looking for this record. That was a SoundCloud and it appeared to me. I'm gonna go Beastie Boys. Positive Peak. Yeah, that's my favorite.
What's your favorite part of a song that you've written? It can be guitar riff, a lyric, drum sequence, any bass line, anything.
Out of our favorite song that we've written, like favorite part of a favorite song we've done, or just a general?
Favorite part of any song that you've written?
I usually pay most attention to the vocals, but I don't know. Like I just had Silly Sloan recently. Wasn't thinking more after multiple apps.
Yeah, making more. That joint slap, bro. Like we got. Pop that joint up, and that's like 2 different songs right there.
I've enjoyed the bass on it more than anything else personally. That was just me. But we also don't have the vocals done on that. I just did some random other than that. I always find it fun when basses differ. You know, a lot of times, sometimes the bass might follow it. So when I listen to that song, it's just some some great vocals in it. So I've been.
I think the favorite part, or my favorite part in the song, the second verse for Losing You, I think it was my idea, I think, to switch it up from the halftime to the point beat. And then I threw this fill in there that was, I spent like an hour kind of
I can't think of like a specific spot in a specific song, but generally, you get a good harmony, that's like my favorite part of like doing this. Like you feel a harmony that just hit just right, you're like, yeah, that's the one right there.
I feel like good harmonies are like razor fun.
They are.
It just hits you and it's like, damn, that was great.
It's like, yeah, because it's not really like essential for the song, you know. It's kind of like, I mean, you could say it's like extra, but like,
Sprinkle.
yeah, it's like that's what matters, bro.
Can you describe your sound for me in 3 words? You can each do 3 words if you would like, or a collective 3 words.
Pounded.
I can take a stab at 3. I'm gonna go fast, energy, and smooth. Like it all just comes together, bro. Like, ooh, smooth with a V.
I would say that the last record we've been working on up until a month ago was sad. Every song, man.
Yeah.
Eclectic. Maybe that's a better word. I'll say that.
I think that works.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely you did sound depressed. I'm gonna have to put a PSA out there when all this stuff comes out. Like that works a lot of lyrics, but I'm really not.
Okay.
It's I'm sad. I'm not quite sad.
What is your opinion of streaming services like Spotify?
Great.
All I use is Spotify.
I mean, if Spotify ever hears this, just put us on your playlist. That's all I feel.
Okay.
Add your favorite bands to your favorite playlist.
I would say that Spotify is services effective. A lot of people like to argue that a CD is better or already on them. The truth is that they will listen to stream our music X amount of time. You're gaining that revenue over time. Continuously versus a one-time purchase.
I feel like
they say it's permanent, right? But really, how many CDs that you originally I truly think and offers a lot of versatility. Of course, downfalls like it makes it so easy to cycle. Like very. I wish I wasn't. There's such a volume.
That's what I like about it though. When you get in that rabbit hole of like related artists and like, you know, other people listen to this, so you just keep like going down and finding new stuff. So that's what I like.
I think it's easier to it's easier to find like new stuff and different stuff. Like I could be listening to like the other day I was listening to Country Grammar, right? on my Nelly stuff, right? And then I jumped over to like Unity TX. Then I jumped to Miguel, and then I jumped to Slipknot or some shit, and then Van Halen, and then Rage, and then like Limp Bizkit, and like it's all over the place. But like that's kind of where the pro is in streaming, in my opinion. It's all at your fingertips. Ain't no like flipping through the crate or your Rolodex, whatever. Or like worrying about, dang, I gotta switch this CD out. I only got 5 CDs in the CD changer. Like, yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Playlist creation is a very nice. That's a good thing. I remember burning mad CDs, like making like, all right, I want this one, and like, then I had to table them all and like try to remember which song is on which like CD and all this mess.
And then at the same time, it was like, damn, you only got 80 minutes, you know.
Right.
Meanwhile, this
3 hours.
This rap playlist I have is like 33 hours long, and I just hit shuffle in the morning, and it takes me through my whole day. Yeah, I'd have debated. Whole time, no, man.
So this leads to my next question. If you could change one thing about the music industry as it is today, what would it be and why?
I would say it's not as stable, like financially wise, as a lot would like it to be because they're out here doing this for a living. But then at the same time, that kind of takes away the grind aspect of it. Like you want to see that you're gonna work harder. Yeah, I don't know. Like I wouldn't change anything particularly, but that's how I feel.
So I do think that at the streaming service that we've pretty much given the power to reach our audience no matter what. It's good, and there's clearly that people are gravitating towards it. There's a lot of word of mouth, a lot of people enjoy it, and so I think record labels are not really as. It doesn't mean I would necessarily. Well, I guess if there was something I would way when you sign a contract, like a really bad, like a terrible, like interest rate you would never even see. So I think that's something that would be changed. But besides that, I think really your entire audience and music supports it, then you'll be successful. Right? Well, that will be
For me, I would say it's like having to be popping on station to like get a lot of it. You know, like I wish it was kind of like, you know, A&Rs would just walk into some bar, nightclub or whatever like they did back in the day and be like, this band is awesome. And just like to work with them versus like, all right, I need to see who has 50,000 followers on their own first, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I feel like back then the ARs were like, yo, I can vouch for these guys. Like, the ARs were really trusted, but now it's like,
I need your numbers to vouch for you.
Exactly. It's like, all right, well, what supports do you have? It's like writing a fucking writing an essay response or whatever. Like, I need like 3 support, and like, I just wrote a paper.
Right.
Well, that's all I'm about to bring up. It's like with music, like it's cool. I'm feeling so stressed. Like I didn't want to go on social media. Like that's how I feel a lot of times. Like, what you gotta do?
I think a lot more. And quantified by your followers, streams, quality of followers, getting a lot more quantifiability. I think what was quantified in the past, hit sales and record. Now there's a lot more to quantify, including ticket sales, record sales, streams, followers, just so many more numbers that you could get.
Yeah, it's a lot more being added to the pot that us as like musicians, like brand representatives, like need to keep up with.
I think that's pretty interesting. I actually haven't heard that one before, so it's refreshing on my end to kind of hear something a little different.
Wow, I thought a lot of people would have said that.
Really? Yeah, no.
Yeah, like I guess I'm the only one. I really don't like social media.
Normally people harp on the Spotify thing, so I'm just like, okay. But yeah.
I got it on the Spotify. Spotify's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like complaining about it's going to fix anything. It's not going away.
Nah, yeah, you just got to know how to work it.
Like, one of the things I hear frequently is how Spotify has kind of changed the culture of music. Instead of mostly focusing on albums, it's mostly focusing on singles and this new single culture. So I think that's pretty interesting to kind of see how that's developed, and I think that's why people now collect more vinyl. So it's interesting to see the correlation.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. It's something about hearing something on wax. Like, that's crazy.
It's kind of interesting point, though. Like, Tierra Whack, like this rapper, I don't know if y'all heard of it, but she dropped the album, I think it was last summer. It had like 20 songs on there, but every song was literally 1 minute long. They were all 60 seconds. And I was like, is this like an experiment in artistry, or like is this a streaming thing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we were just talking about infantry mobbing.
Yeah, I think that was a streaming grab. Like, if you're gonna make it 80 seconds long, you're gonna know people, and you just make it like awesome, quick banger. People are gonna run it back and run it back and run it back. So,
well, like I feel like the rap culture is kind of like feeding on the Spotify stuff, because like the Baby's got songs that are only like a minute 15, minute and a half, like, but they're bangers. Like, they get the point across. You know what I'm saying? They're really like working it the right way, and I don't know. Some people should take notes.
That's true. Hardcore punk songs back in the day be like 50 seconds long, but I think that's because they was just tired.
Threat discography was like half an hour long. Like,
no, you playing at 200 BPM.
Yeah. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So my next question for you, I'm going to apologize for this question before I ask it. It's a little complex. Our PR director, Grace, came up with it, and the question is, what is your opinion of releasing an artist's unreleased music after they've passed away? Should it be released or should it not?
That is an interesting question.
Thank you.
I mean, I think it personally should be released, but I think it has a lot to deal with their estate and who has rights to the music and where does that money go? Because that's always going to be the biggest question that people are going to ask. I don't think anybody would disagree that their music not be released, but they're always going to say, all right, we're going to release this music, but where is the money going? I think as long as the money's being dispersed to whoever their next of kin is or the proper estate, then that's fine. But if a record label says, hey, well, I guess this is ours now, and they take the whole percentage, then...
I totally agree.
But I'll tell you right now, most people are going to argue about the money. They're going to want to know where is the money going and who is receiving the money. So while the audience may enjoy the music, but is the record label just taking all that money for themselves? I know I personally would be really upset if a record label were to do that. But yeah, as long as the money's handled appropriately and all parties involved consent, then yeah.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't put it better than that.
That question kind of makes me want to go listen to Life After Death right now, because that was Biggie's best record, in my opinion.
So the reason we asked this question is because of the Little Peep songs that were released that kind of sound like bedroom demos. That's how this question started. And then Mac Miller's album Circles recently came out. And we want to try to start a conversation about this because we think this should be negotiated into contracts or even focus on artists' wills.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I was thinking actually specifically in my response, I was thinking about Mac Miller. And I just think people are going to want to know where the money's going.
I think in his case it is going to his family. I think that one was a little more tactful.
Yo, I think Circles was his best record for real.
Wasn't there a movie for Lil Peep and Mac Miller at some point?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not sure, but that once again I think kind of goes into that category of where's the money going to. So I think it would be the same in both cases.
Yeah, for sure.
I know it's complex because, like, as a fan, you always want to hear more music, but at the end of the day, would the artist have actually been happy with the result? Pretty interesting to think about.
Yeah.
So, my next question for you, if you guys are good, we can jump to the... Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
What is the weirdest or funniest question you've been asked in an interview before? I'm going to ask you to tell me the question, and then I'm going to ask you to answer.
Oh,
Can't remember.
I don't know. We ain't done too many interviews yet. So.
Yeah, I did a few, but that was even like, I guess that was like for promotion of Visions of Grandeur. So like that was maybe like last spring. So this is probably our first one in like a year.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that last question you just asked. Now I'm playing.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, man.
Actually, yeah, no, that was probably was the weirdest question I've ever gotten. I'm not sure how to answer that because I mean.
So we do have a question that follows this, but continue.
Are you talking as a band?
It could be individually.
Oh, someone asked me at an interview, have you seen a dead body before? I was like, oh okay.
Okay.
Like, why did they want to know that? What in the world? What
Funeral. It was an interview for a funeral.
oh my god! Oh, you mean like a job interview?
I hate it here.
Oh, you're hilarious, dog.
That's not what I expected.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Casey?
It's called taking deadlifting literally.
Yeah. Wow.
So,
Oh man, that's super crazy.
So the second part of your question, my answer is yes, I have.
okay. So we have a question that was asked at our freshman orientation that we've been asking everybody. If you could be any item in the kitchen, what would you be and why?
Fuck, man, a spork. So I can not be good at eating cereal and not be good at like picking up peas either. I'm just stuck at both, and I at least have those skills. Kind of mediocre, but kind of useful.
Like I want to be the rubber spatch.
Why?
Durable. He's durable.
It's durable, right? You know, I'm pretty sure my mom's been using the same one since about 90 years. It's like it's not wasteful. You know what I'm saying? It's used to get every last bit of whatever you need. So it's just like you don't use all the resources.
I'm gonna go ahead and say the faucet because I'm just dripped all the time.
Oh no, you the freezer because you icy, bro.
That too. But nah, the faucet's more drippy. You feel me?
You're wet. I gotcha.
Yes, sir. Casey, why are you in the band again?
I don't know, man. What happened?
I don't know either. But I'm really thankful you're here, yo.
Oh, thanks, baby.
Mwah.
I second that.
He just didn't want to sound as weird saying it.
If you could collaborate with any artist dead or alive, who would it be and why?
I'd collab with Leroy the Third.
Hey.
Mr. Jason Alon from Beaver, obviously. Kid Cudi, yeah.
Actually, I remember we talked about that one other time, and I would collab with Kid Cudi. I think it would be sick. I think Jason Butler would be cool, but it's like too in our genre, It would just be...
Yeah, definitely.
It would be very similar to what we already do. I think doing something with Kid Cudi would produce such a unique sound, and I think that would be really cool.
Definitely.
And I think he would drive us in a new direction. I would love that.
Oh yeah, Kid Cudi's top of my list. I want him to produce one of our records at one point, yeah.
I feel like you were just texting about that.
We were this morning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, you guys were texting. Well, we talked in the studio about it.
We did.
I think, not this record, but the next record. I'm telling you, we should go to like Kid Cudi. Like,
Joe, I can email his people and see how much. Like, what's up?
Dude, how about it? Maybe they'd be interested in something like that. I'm just saying, it'd be fun.
Yeah, bro.
I would say Prince. I would love to collab with Prince because I think that he was so all over, like able to do so many different things, and he could hear us and be like, you know what, this is a cool song, but you can take it in this direction. So
Oh, time out. Somebody else huge for me is Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails. That would be crazy.
Cleveland artist, man. What's up?
Yo, like Nine Inch Nails is one of my favorite band. Yo, remember when we went to go see them? Yo,
yeah, we called it DC. That was awesome.
That was epic.
Light show, straight up.
I was waiting like 10, 15 years for that show too. Obviously, Billy Joe from Green Day. Like, if he were to produce one of our records, that would be sick because I've been wanting to see them since 2002. Whenever this Hella Mega tour happens, I will be seeing them for the first time. I'm just so giddy about it, bro. Like, jeez.
Give him the guns.
I gave you the guns.
My next question is one where I vicariously lived through everybody else. What's the scene like in Maryland?
It's really like supportive, really like everybody's just supporting everybody and everybody's showing out to everybody's shows and it's a family for real. I mean, at least I feel that way.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, especially when we do this, like a lot of local bands come together for this thing they call Ruckus Fest. I guess they've done it maybe for what, the past 5, 6 years, maybe.
Maybe this is the.
I think this would be year 5.
This would be year 4, I think, because we played the first one we did was the second year.
That was the second one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like so. Whenever they do like Ruckus Fest, it usually comes around in June, but it just feels like everyone's out. You can tell like everyone's supporting each other. It's just a whole vibe. Everyone like will come up during other band sets. So like I'll bring up a singer from another band to come sing a song with us. Yeah, definitely a family vibe.
Yeah, it's like a celebration, a culmination of what everybody's doing.
So where I'm from, there is no scene. It just doesn't exist.
Rip.
So
Wait, so where do you live?
Staten Island, New York.
Oh my god, I knew a band from there once upon a time. Something in Backsplashes. I gotta remember their name. They were a pop band. They were cool though.
So like, what is the local scene like in Staten Island? Like what? Like I mean, like music wise, like what is the music scene? Like, is it Wu-Tang Land still?
Cover bands. I only know of 2 bands that produce original songs. There might be more, but I only know of 2. About my age. There's one venue that lets bands play on Friday night if you're lucky. It's just sad. I get upset over the fact because like School of Rock was filmed at my college, so yay. And
Right.
it's fun because like it's iconic and it's influenced so many people. Yet here we are.
Oh snap! Okay, was supposed to just play up there.
I scheduled that.
Oh, sick! Nah, yeah, they just played my birthday show last month.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I love Tim and the boys.
I know that was like the last thing we really got to do before.
I'm so thankful because that shit was dumb lit.
It was. I mean, yeah. I think that like the stay-at-home order or whatever came like a week after that.
Yeah, the next weekend.
What are your goals for 2020?
Oh man, I'm trying to drink as many beers as I can at once. So I want to line up a bunch of Bud Lights and just shotgun each one as fast as I can. If I could get 10 done in under a minute, then I think I deserve some sort of recognition. That's like
if you get 10 done in 1 minute, we're gonna do 2 cans of tomato soup this next time.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yes, we're avid shotgunners. We shotgun everything.
Oh my!
Yeah, me and Casey shotgun tomato soup not too long ago.
What?
It was I felt. Oh, and we had grilled cheese chasers.
Grilled cheese chase. Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
So, Gold, one of our goals is to finish a record. We have been recording a lot of demo music, and we're going to go record a record with somebody very cool very soon. So that's probably a goal of ours, right? I'd say so.
Yeah, sure. Putting that out,
Looking around.
getting that done, get in the studio.
Yeah.
I personally want to be sent Lacoste clothing, because
you trying to be dripped in lacrosse.
Yeah, I want the gator on me at all times. So I'm sorry, it's a croc, I should say. But yeah, put the music out, and then Lacoste is going to want to send me clothes because I look awesome on stage wearing their clothes.
And also, another goal is for me and Trey to graduate and get our undergrad, right?
I don't think it's going to happen, dog. I'm so scared.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah, graduation, definitely that needs to happen.
A goal for me is just progression. Get better every day at whatever.
Be the best sport that you can be. Well, I guess you're a faucet. Drip, drip, drip.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay. Well,
Sure.
okay.
All right, y'all.
Bye, everybody.
Good.